What's good, y'all? I hope y'all doing amazing. So today I want to get back into making my YouTube videos, and more videos are coming out soon. I have some editing right now, and I'm gonna post them maybe over this week, maybe over the weekend this week. But so I want to do a new series for you guys who are watching, that is trade recaps every single day that I trade. I'm gonna cover the trades that I took and just how the market moved today, and for you guys to analyze with me. Anyway, so let's get into it. So today we took two trades in total. We won one, we lost one, and the other trade, as you guys can see right here, I didn't take it. So let's go into why I did take it, and also the win and the lose. Let's go over it. So the first trade, as you guys can see, is right here. This was at 9:30 market open. So right here we see a little trend line going on, and I was like, okay, so we are gonna enter off this breakout. I saw market start to dump right when 9:30 hit, and I was like, okay, I have to capitalize on this opportunity and take this trade. So we broke out here, and I entered the trade around right over this area, or like this area right here, and then we just kept dumping, and I entered with two positions, right? And one of the positions that secured here. The other one went all the way down and hit full TP. My take profit was over here because on the 30-minute, as you guys can see, we have a liquidity right here. So that's why my take profit was right there. It did continue dumping though, but it is what it is. But okay, so second trade was taken over here. Okay, this was a short again. The reason why I took this trade, and it's kind of a dumb decision why I took this trade. Let me explain to you guys why, okay? Now, first of all, this wasn't the best consolidation ever. It was a consolidation. As you can see, price was failing to break below here, and there's quite a bit of resistance, and we finally broke below it, which is good. It could be considered a consolidation, but for me to enter my trades, I need a better consolidation, okay? And this just didn't do it for me personally. And I was like, you know what? Fuck, like whatever. But basically, the thing that I've noticed here is I entered the trade and it was dumping a little bit, but however, if you go on the 1 hour, as you guys can see, there is previous liquidity right here on the 1 hour, okay? So what did price naturally do? It took liquidity and it swept it, right? And I didn't look at this until it was too late. Okay, so I was already in the negative, and I was wondering, wait, maybe there is a 1 hour liquidity. Usually I do check the 1 hour time frame before I enter a trade on the 5-minute. However, today I failed to do that, which is my mistake. I totally agree, and I deserve that loss, which is, it's fine. But yeah, so let me reset my thing real quick. Okay. But my target was the 4 hour liquidity. So let me go to the 4 hour real quick. As you guys can see, there's liquidity right here, and that was my target. As you guys can see, boom, all the way here. That was my target, okay, for my take profit on that short, which we obviously didn't hit. We might hit this tomorrow though, so I'm expecting price to kind of make this high over here, take out this liquidity maybe, and over Asia session and Sydney session, it might come back down here a little bit, and tomorrow it could take out Asia session high and then drop all the way till right here, this area over here, which is what I'm expecting and hoping would happen, but we'll see. But anyways, after that, I noticed that, okay, so this was considered to be a fake out, right? It could also be a liquidity sweep, but I considered it a fake out because we did have a consolidation, kind of, and we broke below it, but then we ended up reversing, right? So in my language, I know some of you guys will disagree with this, but in my language, this is a fake out, okay? And then what I did was I waited for price to break above this high to create a break of structure, which it did right here. You guys can see right here, this is a pretty strong break of structure, right? However, I didn't get a good risk to reward because by the time it broke out of this zone and this break of structure, I was going to keep my stop loss here, but with my trading today and the past couple of days, I've had a lot of losses this past week and a half. So my account size is actually really bad right now, and I'm not trying to fail the account or blow the account. So I just stayed off the charts, and I'm going to try to look for a better setup tomorrow at 9:30 a.m., an explosive trade and something like this, and to grow my profit margin back up and not have more leverage to take these trades tomorrow, maybe, hopefully. But today I just didn't want to risk it. I would have taken this trade because it was a pretty good trade, but I just didn't want to personally risk it, right? But yeah, so my take profit was this fair value gap right here. As you guys can see, this bearish fair value gap. That was my take profit, okay? And it hit it clean. I just didn't want to enter, like I said, why? But yeah, so that was the 3 trades that I took today. And price action the past week and a half or 2 weeks ish has been really choppy and bad. Yesterday we had this loss over here, and I should have actually stayed in this trade because initially I had a short, as you guys can see, consolidated here, and it broke out. And initially I had a short, which it did go all the way down, so I should have stayed in this trade. It was my fault again. So the past couple days, past week and a half ish, I've been losing quite a bit, and I've still been profitable, but I've been losing more trades than I'm winning the past couple weeks alone. But for the month, I'm still profitable. But so that kind of like got in my head the past couple days, and it's been fucking with me. So I need to focus on that. I need to really like fix myself for that. And this happens, right? It happens to all of us, and it's just, you know, it's my fault. I'm not gonna blame the charts or the markets for it. It is my fault. I let my emotions come in between the charts and me. So that's bad. But you know, as long as you're working on it and you're trying to fix it, it should be fine. But yeah, so this was a loss yesterday, and this was a loss the day before that, and this was another loss, and this was another loss right here. I think I exited this trade break even though, so I'm not sure. I don't think this was a full loss. I think I got out break even, and this was our win. So after this and before this, we had another loss, but before this we had some good trades. Right here, as you can see, there's another loss, but I got out when it was break even though again. So this was a win, and this was a beautiful win right here. As you guys can see, this trade was a beautiful win. And then we had some more wins. As you can see right here, this was another beautiful win, and this was a loss. This was a win because I did end up moving my stop above this, so it was a win. This was a loss. This was a beautiful win. So this is what I mean by clean consolidation breakout. Okay, so let me go over this example for you guys real quick. This is exactly what I mean by clean consolidation breakout. This trade was absolutely beautiful. So as you guys can see, we're consolidating, failing to break above and below, and we're having multiple touch points, right? In that example today, we didn't have multiple touch points, and we didn't fail to break above and below, okay? And this gave me a clean break over here. As you guys can see, the break to the bottom, and I just entered it. So that was a beautiful trade. This was actually a beautiful trade. My take profit initially was over here, all the way down here, which I would have hit, as you guys can see, which I would have hit because price did end up going down here, but it was just gonna take too long, and I didn't have that much time. I had to do something that day, so I didn't really do it. But yeah, guys, I'm being super transparent with you guys. Like, you know, the past couple of weeks have been really shitty, and I don't know why. The markets have been really choppy, number one. Number two, it's just the price action has been great. And number three, because of that, I have let my emotions play with my head, and it's just been really bad the past couple days because of that. The past couple days wasn't that bad. Like yesterday, I could have had that win if I didn't let my emotions come into play and I close that trade and then enter a long. If I didn't do that, I would have won, right? And same thing with today. If I just checked the 1 hour time frame liquidity, which I always do, and today I just failed to do that for some reason, I don't know why, I ended up losing this trade. And because of this loss, I was not able to enter this win. So again, this is a very important lesson for all of you beginners out there, man. Even I've been trading for 3.5, 4 years now, okay? And I still make these mistakes. So if you're just a beginner, just remember that emotions coming into play with your head is normal, but just try to understand that yes, it is your fault, not the market's fault, and yes, you can fix it, okay? Because like I said, all this is my fault. Like I did this to myself. It's my fault, right? So as long as you're self-analyzing and like, you know, you're good with yourself,